We are now live. We are now live. Yes, Zersky, peace, love, and light. It's the God, Lord Christopher, the living survival manual, and I'm back with another download straight from the cosmos. Remember, someone has to see your greatness. Why not start with yourself? Stay blessed, always finesse. Definitely trust the Most High's process. The true keys to success, man. I appreciate everybody that has been constantly tapping into these daily shows, these daily episodes, these daily movies, this daily knowledge. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's how we continue to stay in the algorithm. That's how I continue to see also whether or not these views are um, are going up, right? Trying to make sure these views go up, trying to make sure that I continue to again stay in the algorithm and things of that nature. And we're gonna keep pushing out this knowledge, man. I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and y'all already know the vibes. Let's get into it. Alright, what we got? The vibes here at SYG Studios are to motivate, educate, and enlighten our people to achieve greatness through seeking new ways to invest in themselves. Everything is high level. What we think, what we say, how we feel, and definitely how we act. But before we even get into the energy, take the time to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We love engagement over here and understand that a village pushes the trend, not just one individual people. The support is much appreciated, alright? Also, take the time to visit the link if you're watching, live, or if you're watching the premiere. The link is right there. Also, scan that QR code right there. What that allow you to do is join the SYG community on all social platforms. We're constantly updating the platform, dropping some new merch this month. I know you guys will definitely like these new drops. So just stay connected, stay tapped in, sign up for the email list, sign up for the SMS text list, and from that data that I collect, that's where I'll start building my community so I can start sending you guys updates throughout the month, throughout the weeks, throughout the year of new things that we will be doing. Our aim is to not only grow the brand but reach at least 500K. Yes, I said 500K individuals who want, need, and are seeking the knowledge to live a more abundant life. I know y'all trying to live a more abundant life out here. That's why we are here. That's God's purpose for us. So, we're gonna get active. Now, with all the information being provided, I do want to send out a quick disclaimer. Alright. Always do your own analysis based off your own current circumstances, right? Please take the time to do your own research. It's very vital. My content is intended to be used for motivational purposes only. Now, all together, y'all already know what we need to do. We're going to step into our God body energy. We're going to inhale peace, and we're going to exhale so that we can feel that growth. Inhale peace. Exhale growth. Now see your greatness. Here's what we learning and tapping into today. Who ever rode in a Maybach? That's a question I want to ask. Who's ever rode or driven a Maybach? I haven't yet. That's one of my goals. That's something that I desire. One of my earthly desires. If we have to talk materialistic, I want to drive in a Maybach. I want to own one. However, it's not just so I can own one. I want to use it to generate income and things of that nature. But that's another story. But the reason I asked who's ever driven in a Maybach is because a lot of the times we get so caught up in the flashiness of things that are on the outside of us, the vehicles and these whips that are on the outside of us, that we don't take time to look at the first original whip that all of these things were designed after, and that's us. That's you. That's me. Our bodies, those vehicles, making sure that the oil and the brakes are effective and efficient on that body. So I wanted to talk about getting the real vehicle right, making sure that we got our transmission right. You feel me? Making sure that we are realigning ourselves so that we are back in connection and in full power with hearing the words of God, hearing that wisdom, that knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that truth, so that we can operate within this world in the best form possible, so that we can generate and create all of the things that we desire to create, but also as long as what God wants for you and what he wants for, the world. And when I say God, you know what I'm saying like that collective unity consciousness, that love, that power, that sound mind, because we are all genuinely connected. Even though we may see each other as different, we are connected in some way, shape, or form, right? So that's what this is all about. So the title of today, episode 20, I wanted to call this one God's Maybach. You heard? You feel me? Every day that we wake up, we starting up God's Maybach. Reason I say that is because we are the vessels for him, for her, for them, right? Because it said, let us make them in our image. Let us make man in our image. And man is female and male. It's the both that feminine and masculine energy. You feel me? I'm a firm believer of the Hermetic principles when it says as above, so below. Law of correspondence, right? As above, so below. So I know that there are feminine and masculine traits. You can look at the sun, you can look at the moon. They give off different energies, right? Well, we are no different as beings, right? You can see that even on the basic level. We have men and we have women, right? Some have different characteristics and traits about themselves, right? Some have different abilities, right? We all have different powers about us that are there for a reason, and they come together for a reason so that it can form something better, so it can evolve into something better. So that's what God wants us to do each and every day. As he starts the keys to his Maybach, he is expecting it to be running smooth. He is expecting the gears to shift properly. He is expecting the oil to be, fueled with, what is it? What is the full synthetic, not that regular. He's trying to make sure that you got that 93 in your tank, not that 87, because it's cheaper, right? Because he instilled in us the mind to aim for abundance. He is not a God of lack. So we shouldn't treat ourselves like that. And it starts way beyond of us thinking, oh, I don't have it. I don't have the job. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the resources. Like, you do have it. He gave you the body and the mind to seek and find all of the things that you desire. But you're stuck in distractions. Feel me? You putting that regular oil inside of you. That regular oil consists of the things that you're watching, the music that you're listening to, the foods that you eat. You feel me? Are you fueling yourself up with F1 F1 fuel? Or are you filling yourself up with Wawa gas? I ain't gonna front, you know what I'm saying? I stop at Wawa time to time, but I'm still filling up on that 93, that 92. Or was it 91? I think it's 87, 89, 91, 93. So I got to get the premium. My vehicle that I drive, it can't take nothing less than. So that's how God looks at you as well. You feel me? What are you doing to ensure that the first vehicle to your life is running smoothly? It's not just for him to transmit. You feel me? As we, get into this episode, we're going to be talking about the transmission, that part of the vehicle. But it's not only for him to be able to give you the mission or give you the messages or transmit the messages to you. It's for you too. You have a life to live. You have experiences out here that you can be experiencing if your heart so desires to, if you care enough to do that. Care creates action. So whatever you care about is generally what you're going to push yourself towards, something that you're going to try to accomplish or achieve, right? So how many of us are waking up every day and achieving or striving towards being physically fit, having mental toughness, having that emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, ensuring that you are doing, they call them rituals, or you are doing your routines. Wake up, take care of yourself, meditate, go have your talks with God, read a book, get ready for your day. You feel what I'm saying? If that's grounding, if that's, you know what I'm saying, taking a nice cold shower in the morning to get yourself, active and up. You feel me? If that's meditating for like 15-20 minutes to get your mind prepared for today, those are the things you need to start fueling yourself with, so that you can ensure that you are getting the proper message for the day. Every day is a day for you to change somebody's life. And it doesn't always have to be a stranger. Change your life today. Become a better you. You are the lump sum of what you do in that day, and you're now. How about that? They always say, you're the lump sum of the people that you hang around. Well, you're the lump sum of what you choose to do within your day, within that breath and that spirit that God has given you to rise up and become either a greater version of who you are or a lesser version of who you are. But either or, you're going to be. You feel me? That's what we talked in episode 19. Be, do, have. Be a little, do a little, have a little. You feel me? But if you be a lot, you do a lot, you'll have a lot. You feel me? So God is trying to drive its Maybachs. You feel me? He's trying to drive his race with the stars in the ceiling. The stars mean you focus. You feel me? Those bright lights are there so that you walk in a room full of confidence, full of power, full of love, a sound mind. 2 Timothy, man. That's one of my favorite verses, I believe now. That's how we're supposed to be operating while we are here. Look at yourself like these devices that we record on. They upgrade themselves every few weeks, every day. If not, it's always an iOS beta update. You feel me? PlayStation always need a software update. But how often are you updating yourself? How often are you taking yourself in for an oil change, for a vehicle inspection? That can look like therapy. That can look like seeking social supports if you need to help yourself get out of a depressed state or an angered state. If you need assistance with like developing parent skills, because there are kids out here raising kids because of things that they weren't taught when they were growing up. We got to break those generational patterns. But it starts with you getting up and saying, you know what, I need to schedule this service. Making a definite plan, having a strong desire, and going to find wisdom. And wisdom only comes, remember, if you take yourself out of an ignorant state. And ignorance only means that you lack the truth, or you lack the resources, or you lack the knowledge. Taking the step to say, okay, well, I don't know this truth, or I don't know this knowledge. Let me go seek and find this knowledge. That's the first step. Just go look for it. It's so easy nowadays. You can just type it right here in your phone, family, right? Go to Google and just type in 5 steps to help me get away from depression. They'll come up with something like exercise. All right, well, let me go try exercise. And you might come grow and find out like, yo, doing a jog helps build something within you that makes you feel better. Actually, it helps you exercise your brain. Like going on runs, you know what I'm saying? Doing some calisthenics, things of that nature. It actually helps your brain exercise. That's a real scientifically studied thing. Because what happens is you're pushing yourself through what is called like a stress state. Like it's like positive stress. You're pushing your mind to become better than it is. You know how hard it is to go from running a half a mile to a mile, especially when you've told yourself your whole life that you wasn't a runner. It's a process until you get to that point where it becomes easy, because you started fueling yourself up with things that are probably started eating better. You started stretching. You feel me? You started meditating more. You started earthing. You started getting around like-minded people, and maybe now you're in a group of individuals who go on daily jogs. Like, you got to get in the environment. Like I said last podcast, God's greatest gift that he has ever given us is the gift of adaptability. All you got to do is get in the environment, right? So God's Maybach, man. There was a definition that I was looking up that helped me, create this episode today, and the definition was transmission, like the definition of transmission. And it has two different definitions, of course. You know, you got the transmission for a vehicle, and then you got the transmission for like a signal, right? So transmission, this is the first definition: the action or process of transmitting, or the state of being transmitted. That means there's something moving there. Subcategory is a program or signal that is broadcast or sent out. So it's God's Maybach right here. First thing that God is going to try to get in contact with in the vehicle is the transmission. So let's consider the transmission the brain, right? We're going to consider the transmission the brain. So God is trying to send signals to this brain like, hey, I'm trying to get you to do this. If that transmitter is up, if it's clogged up, if it's, broken, cracked, not well taken care of, you aren't going to be able to receive those messages, and you're going to start getting error codes. Now you're out here in life moving immorally. Now you're out here in life moving without purpose. Now you're out here in life going through what they call the flow, not really understanding or understanding your giving gifts, your abilities, the value that you have to allow you to get out here and stick and move. This is real gift right here. Starting to understand that I have the gift to be able to, bring philosophy and spin it in a way that the knowledge comes to you on a basic level, I guess you can say, but this is very high level. 10 years, a decade in this mental health game for me to understand the ins and outs of the mind and how we are habitual beings. The more and more you do something, the more and more you become that thing. I ain't designed it that way. Don't get mad at me. It's how God did. God did, right? The more and more, that repetition, the more and more you repeat something, the more and more you become it. So if you wake up every day and you repeating like mantras to yourself that help you build your self-confidence. I am powerful. I am grateful. I am strength. You feel me? I am knowledgeable. I am intellectual. Feel me? Because you got to remember, God is the Word. Is God. The Word has two different parallels to it. It has the thoughts, which are words, and then it has the words that, or the language that comes out of the mouth. So anytime that you use any of those things that come out of the mouth, the words and the thoughts that you have in your mind, you are acting and being as what He created you to be, in the same image, a creator of whatever you are manifesting or whatever you are desiring to be or whatever you are trying or attempting to create. This is powerful, yo. So bam, a program or signal that is broadcast or sent out. You gotta allow yourself to be cleansed of all the gook. Can't keep switching back and forth from 87 to 93. It's gonna end up causing some friction. This is the second definition: the mechanism by which power is transmitted from an engine to the wheels of a motor vehicle. The mechanism by which power transmitted from an engine to the wheels of a motor vehicle. That's basically saying how power is being transmitted from the source of something, and it's sending it to another vessel for it to get moving and start operating in the way that it needs to operate, in the way that it needs it to operate. Are you using your gifts? Are you using your full potential? Are you striving towards your full potential? Are you asking yourself those questions? Are you receiving any messages right now? And if not, you need to go figure out why. If you're not receiving any messages on what you need to be doing in your life, or how you need to wake up and be happy and joyful about, what just happened. You woke up. You opened your eyes, your heart beating, you walking. You don't find a amazing feeling in that? If you don't, what is distracting you? What is keeping you from feeling all of that power, all of that love, all of that peace, all of that joy? God talks in abundance. It's abundance. What my guy Ash Cash say? Ash Cash. Abundance is our birthright. We are the only beings on this earth that can communicate like this. We're the only beings from the word that said, Let us make them man in our image. We are the only beings that have the ability to create something from our thoughts and our words and bring it into fruition as a material or physical equivalent, or its monetary equivalent. I don't see no dogs out here on at Invest Fest that's coming out in Atlanta August 25th through the 27th. I'm trying to be there. But you don't see dogs out there promoting nothing, promoting their business, promoting God, promoting love, promoting peace, promoting mental health, promoting mental wealth, promoting whatever they're promoting. Like, you don't see animals doing that. We're the only individuals out here who have that gift. Don't forget your inspection checks, man. Because you are also not only something that God transmit into, he utilizes you as a transmitter also for others. Help others restart their engines and get their mind and their bodies back moving. Help them reconnect and realign themselves back to their purpose, back to their power. And it's a process. We got solutions for this reconnection. Like my solutions, I got meditate on God. If God is the word, words generate thoughts. So self-assess those thoughts. Are they there? What triggered them? What was it limiting? Was it like a limiting belief? And if so, was it limiting you or was it helping you feel abundance in your life? After you do that self-assessment, make a deposit of positive energy into you. Do something positive for yourself. And as you do that, realize the withdrawals that are happening, with the withdrawing of negative energy that you are releasing, that weight that you are getting off your back, that is keeping you from backtracking towards things that are hindering you, not healing you. Healing comes in so many forms. You got emotional healing, you got mental healing, you got spiritual healing. We definitely need to talk about financial healing. It's like a curse talking about money. Money is spiritual, y'all. You get the monetary equivalence to how you feel inside. I promise y'all. The moment I start feeling like money, I started making more money. Those moments that I stopped feeling like money, I stopped making as much money. And what that means is, if money is being printed every single day, that means there's tons of money within this world that is circulating. That means that it's an abundance of money for you to be able to get out here and receive and obtain. Just like there's an abundance of life that you can draw from God, so that you can go out here and get all that you desire and all that you want to have. It might take you to the 100th day for you to realize this on this episodes, but get to the point of realizing and visualizing on how you are going to be God's Maybach. That's the truth right there. You are luxury, and nobody can tell you that you aren't but you. People might want to use those words and cast those spells onto you. However, you have dominion over anything that enters into your force field or into your spirit. You have the ability to cast it away, cast it out, if you are keeping your transmission clean, if you are inspecting your vessel properly and ensuring that God, the Most High, whatever God you serve, that is of love, peace, and a sound mind, is there with you. There's a verse, right? There's a verse from the scripture that I've been reading. I've been getting heavy into to read his book, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, the Bible. It's Joshua 1, right? Joshua 1:8. And this is powerful, bro. Like, it'd be so simple, but so powerful, especially in getting you to understand how to move. And when you're moving, the tools that you have behind you. This book of the law is like the first laws or the first books of the Bible. So like Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus. Those are like the first books of the Bible, which they call the Torah, right? But this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. So he was saying, like, yo, you need to meditate. He was telling Joshua was being told by the Lord, like, yo, you need to meditate on these words and these books. This is what's going to help you get to the next level that I need you to get to for the mission, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. If you meditate on these words, I guarantee that these words will help you become prosperous in leading you towards your success that you're striving for. It's just simple. Just understand these laws. Don't break these laws. Listen to me, your coach, your Phil Jackson, your Bill Belichick. You feel me? Your Mike Tomlin. Just listen to me right quick. Let me up the play, and I got you. I guarantee the ball gonna swing back to you, and you got to knock down the three. You can't knock down the three if you got all this gook inside your transmission. If you got indecisiveness and fear and doubt all jammed up in the whip, knowing it's a two-seater. Inviting all these entities and all these spirits and all these demons and all these negative energies and all these thoughts inside to party. It's a two-seater. God said it's just me and you. Can't nobody else come with us. But you invited the whole block. Nah, you got to get rid of that. You got to get out of that mindset. You got to get out of trying to bring everything with you. All they are asking is to just bring yourself, bring your mind, bring your spirit, bring your body, bring the vessel. Bring me my vessel. I created this. Just bring me my. I'm just asking you to bring me my things back, and just let me, put a little maintenance check and do what I needed to do. Wash it a little bit, shine the tires, and then I'm gonna send you back out into the world to do what I need you to do. It's still your choice to do what I need you to do. You choose. You decide. However, I'm just trying to make sure that everything is functioning properly, and nothing in this world, especially within you, it's going to be able to function properly if your mind, your body, and your spirit, and especially your coins ain't right. Who else to help you generate all of that within you first, so that you can see the equivalence or the material equivalence of it on the outside? If you ain't just go tap in with the Most High, man. So many different ways to tap into the Most High. It ain't just through the Bible. So many philosophies out here and stories out here that God has written through many vessels, through many Maybachs, for you to come towards the word, towards the light or darkness. Because once I realized that the darkness was the light, that changed my life too. But that's for another episode. But yeah, man, listen. Episode 20, guys, Maybach was a vibe. I hope y'all like that one. Let's go ahead and get into day 10 of 100 days of thought-provoking questions. Man, that was fire. All right, listen, what we got? What advice would you give to your younger self? Continue to trust your process. Even back then, I was like, if I had to say, I was very rebellious when it came to listening to others, because my whole life I pretty much grew up raising myself, and become stronger in all areas, right? So I trusted myself, of course. Like I trusted, and that's the advice that I would give my younger self now, because I would tell him, I'm proud of you for always following your footsteps and not getting so, swayed off by others, allowing yourself to not trust that voice that was right here with you the whole time, telling you, nah, turn this way, God, I got you. You don't need to. You make that wrong turn, you might not come back from that one. Go ahead and make this pivot. So I would give him to continue on the journey that you were on. I'm proud of you. You did it. You trusted you. You didn't let your circumstances get to you. You kept moving. You did that. I thank you. If it wasn't for you doing that, I wouldn't be in this position right now, in the mind that I'm in the love that I am in. I wouldn't have all of these things that I have or I have obtained if I didn't keep moving. So I'm proud of you. Y'all should be proud of yourselves, man. But that's the advice that I would give my younger self. Day 10, 100 days of thought-provoking questions. What advice would you give to your younger self? Leave those comments down below, man. Leave those comments down below. I'm loving the engagement that I've been getting from everybody in regards to this. So continue to tap in, man. Continue to show me love. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Continue to, just motivate and aspire to be the best versions of yourselves, the greatest versions of yourself. Abundance is a birthright, like my guy Ash Cass say. You feel me? You are gold. You are diamonds, like wifey said. You feel me? We got this. Remember, someone has to see your greatness. Why not start with yourself? Stay blessed. Always finesse. Definitely trust the Most High's process. The true keys to success. Bars. And we out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Peace. Yes, Zersky. Man, these notes keep getting better and better.